Annie, a 3-year-old Terrier mix, is adjusting to life at the ranch. After several days of bonding and building trust with Eric, she's ready to begin her training on the 6 classic cues: sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Come.
Eric discovers right away that Annie is a pro on the sit and come cues.
Sit. Yes.
He moves on to the down cue.
All right, Annie, you want to try a little down?
Annie has a harder time with this cue.
Almost. Oh, almost got there.
So Eric decides to switch to a different technique.
Sometimes dogs don't understand the lure, so when you're luring from her nose down to the ground, she wasn't really responsive to it. She would kind of pop up. So I made a tunnel with my legs, and then I started to lure her through my legs. Anytime she did that, her belly and chest would go down to the ground, and I would mark with yes, and then reward her with that jackpot full of treats.
Yes. All right, we're going a little lower this time, okay? Ready?
Once we start to do that and she understands that it's because her chest and belly are going on the ground, not necessarily that she's walking or crawling underneath my legs, we can then start to work on just down without any obstacle for her to go under.
Over the next few days, Eric continues working with Annie on the down cue until she is doing it with ease. Eric also works with Annie on the leave it cue.
I'm just holding a treat in my fist, and I want to capture her looking away or losing focus from that fistful of treats. Yes. And she actually got pretty good at it pretty quickly. Yes. Once she's able to do that, I'm able to open my hand, leave it, show her the treats, and if she comes towards my hand, I'm able to close my hand back up, and then as she moves away, I offer the treats again. If she doesn't come back towards my hand, yes, I'll say yes, so I'll mark that behavior and treat. Leave it. We actually got through that pretty quickly as well. I'm able to drop treats on the ground for her now and say leave it, and she actually turns away and doesn't go for those treats. Leave it. Yes. Good job, Annie.
In the days to come, they continue working on the 6 classic cues. And because Annie's potential adopters have grandkids, Eric also addresses Annie's jumping habit.
All I'm gonna do is, as she approaches me, I'm gonna lure a treat over her head and get her to sit.
It doesn't take long for Annie to realize she gets rewarded for keeping all 4 paws on the ground.
So every time I approached her, she started to sit. Yes. I'm now more comfortable having her go into her forever home.
Oh, hi, Annie. Hi. Yes. Good girl. Good girl.
During a training break, Eric and Rashi review pictures of John and Cindy's condo to make sure it's a good place for a dog. They're both pleased with what they see.
Come.
And as Eric resumes training, he's impressed by Annie's progress.
Good job, Annie. Stay. Yes.
Annie has mastered the 6 classic cues, which means she's earned a promotion. Eric rewards her with a silver training medal.
Look at you and your silver medal. Yeah. All right. You ready to go? Okay, let's go.
Coming up, Annie leaps into her next training exercise.
Good job, Annie.
Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
Annie, come. Sit. Down. Stay.
3-year-old Annie has boundless energy, but she's taken her training very seriously, mastering the 6 classic cues.
Okay, Annie, come.
And earning her silver training medal. But her work's not done, so Eric switches gears and begins more family-specific training. First, Eric conditions Annie to be the perfect walking partner for John. Then, since John and Cindy want to take their new dog on trips to visit their grandchildren, Eric acclimates Annie to car travel. He makes sure that she's well socialized in public places, and he confirms that she's good with children.
Good job, Annie.
They're almost to the finish line, but Eric has one last training trick up his sleeve.
After speaking with Cindy and John, they mentioned they have a few grandkids and that they are very active, so I thought it'd be fun to work with Annie on agility.
Okay, Annie.
Agility is great for dogs because it creates mental stimulation. It's also a great way to get some excess energy out, and it's a good way to bond with your dog. Annie took to it like a fish does water.
In the days to come, Annie becomes an agility pro.
She was able to be lured through the weaving poles and through the hoop, and then she was easily jumping over the hurdle at the end.
Yes. Good girl.
I can't wait to show Cindy and John and the grandkids what she's capable of, and I think they're gonna have a lot of fun with her when she finally gets to go to her forever home.
Good job.
Coming up,
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Annie puts on a show-stopping performance for her new family when Lucky Dog returns. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. A few short weeks ago, Annie was being overlooked in the shelter. Now her agility skills have earned her some well-deserved attention.
Hey, Annie, good job.
Go see Rashi. Go see Rashi.
Oh, so proud of you.
Annie is ready to go on to her new home, which means that it's time for Rashi to say goodbye.
We're gonna miss you, Annie.
All right, Annie, it's time to go.
Bye, baby girl.
Eric and Annie drive to Santa Ana to meet John and Cindy at their daughter's house, where they'll be able to meet several family members.
This morning, we were able to sit and talk with one of our twins, and then all of a sudden, I see this tall man coming down with Annie.
Hey, guys. Look who it is, Annie.
Oh,
Oh.
I think she likes us.
Yeah. Say hi, Annie.
Oh, you're cute.
What a surprise. What a great surprise.
And what was even more of a surprise is how much Annie liked us. It's like we'd known each other forever.
The first time she came up to me and put her little paws on my knees, it was exhilarating. My heart went aflutter.
She's really cute, and she was very, very friendly and seemed really happy to meet everybody.
Annie almost immediately fell in love with them. She was sniffing, wagging her tail, everything that I wanted to see.
Hey, guys.
It's now time for the most important test of all. Eric must be sure that Annie is a good match for John and Cindy's grandchildren.
Say hi, Annie.
One of our top check boxes was to have a dog who was friendly with children, and she passed with flying colors.
I think she likes him.
Yeah.
This very loving and sweet dog just had them all in her little paws.
Next, Eric shows off Annie's new talent.
Stay.
We had an agility park set up in the yard, and I got to show them what Annie's skills were.
And Annie puts on quite the show.
Oh, look at her go.
She made it.
The agility track that Eric had Annie go through was a wonderful surprise.
Good job.
It was really fun to see the kids' reaction to all of this, and they actually got to try some of it.
It was really fun.
Yes.
I like the tunnel because it's fun to watch her go through it.
Oh,
Good.
The holes was super cool. How she could just go in and out and in and out. Yeah, that was really cool. How she was able to weave through those almost every time.
Annie seems like she'd be the type of dog to be like really shy, and she wouldn't want to go through things, but she's actually quite bold.
Annie is a big hit with all of her new family members, which means there's only one thing left to do.
So I have one last thing to give Annie before I go, her gold graduation medal.
there we go. Yay.
I'm sure that it gave Eric a sense of accomplishment to be able to award her that gold medal. But I think it also, although he probably wouldn't say it, made him a little sad.
Bye, Annie.
It was good to see how well he had done his job, but it was also a little sad to see that he had to walk away from one of his proteges.
All right, John. This is all yours. All right. Take care of her, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
A little over a month ago, Annie's future was in complete doubt, and now she's in her forever home, and I'm so happy that she's with Cindy and John and the rest of the family because I know she's gonna have a great life.
Having Annie in our home is going to make our life much more meaningful and complete.
It will give me more purpose. It'll give me something to look forward to every day when I wake up.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission, one dog at a time.